Put together here. Guys, you don't even need to read the directions. Literally, you got 4 wing nuts here. You know, super simple, super easy to, you know, assemble. Gonna go over a couple things that I've noticed about this mower already. First thing is the tires. All right, and I just checked my DeWalt 40-volt mower. This is the only lawnmower that I know of that has rubber wheels here. All right, I checked my Ego. I checked my Ego snowblower. I checked the DeWalt lawnmower. They all have plastic wheels. So you got some rubber wheels here. They'll grip a lot better. You know, just a nice touch by Makita. Also, you got 10 different height settings with this mower. All right, so I believe they're 1/4 inch increments. Okay, so you know, obviously at number 2, it's almost down to the ground. All right, so I'll have all the specs to this as we're going through this video. You know, obviously if it cuts from, you know, 1.5 inches up to 4.5 inches, I'll have that across the bottom. But really, the basics I just want to talk about now. So you got an 18-inch deck here. You got a steel deck. Obviously this mower takes 2 18-volt batteries. Obviously you just pull this open, put your batteries in. It comes with a little key here, and once this key is in, your mower will start. Once you pull it out, your mower will not start. So, you know, child-proof, or, you know, whatever. Also, like I said, this is a 2-in-1, all right? So you can mulch or you can bag. You don't have side discharge. Most of the mowers actually are, you know, 2-in-1. I believe Ego has a 3-in-1. Maybe Ryobi has a 3-in-1 also. But, you know, this mower and most mowers now are either mulching or bagging. Side discharge really just makes a mess. Obviously, with your zero-turn mowers and your tractors, you got to have that side discharge. But, you know, with your push mowers, you know, especially with lithium ion, you know, very few mowers have that side discharge. But like I said, real simple. You push down to bag. So you just press this little button or this lever, push it down, it slides out. You put your bag on. You want to mulch. Make sure you leave this pressed down, and you're good to go. All right. Also, it says 18-inch right on your little mulch plug, just in case you forgot. But real simple. Again, they really did a nice job with this mower, guys. Build quality wise, we're gonna see how it cuts right now. But yeah, I like the rubber wheels. It's a nice touch. Again, 10 different height adjustment settings. All right, like I said, right now with a lot of the Makita OPE stuff, they're X2. They're going to give you 2 extra batteries, and of course they're dual charger that charges both at the same time. You got a USB, it'll charge a 5-amp-hour battery in 45 minutes. So obviously you got 2 batteries on your charger, right? You got 2 in your mower. By the time you're done, if you got more cutting to do, your 2 that were charging, they're ready to go. You swap them out. So you really have no waiting with this mower, especially because they're giving you those extra 2 batteries. Again, $220 value. But let's put her in action and let's see what she can do. Again, pretty basic. You got 2 different settings also to cut. You got a setting 1, okay, and a setting number 2. Now the setting number 2 is a quiet mode. Again, you know, if you got to cut real early in the morning and, you know, your lawn's not really too long, you kind of just want to give it a nice little trim, you got this silent mode, which we will put on. Obviously, it's a guy covering his mouth like he's whispering right there. But we'll go into that. Here's your battery indicator. So this will tell you battery 1, what the charge level is on that, and battery number 2, what the power level is on that battery. All right, here's your on-off button. Pretty simple. All right, obviously this is probably your release button right here. All right, so let's get her going, and we'll see how she cuts. All right, real quick, it also comes with a little tool here to remove and to attach the steel blade. Again, this is made for the commercial, contractor, lawn care professional. You got a steel blade. A lot of these blades on some of these lithium-ion mowers are plastic. I like the way that this, I guess you'd call it a spindle, this spindle housing here. Very simple, very nicely designed, so grass can't get inside there. Again, a very deep steel deck. I mean, look at the size of this. Again, the deeper the deck, the better it will mulch, the better it will bag, and the better it will cut. Because you got more space in here. For the grass to get discharged into the bag, or hang around the deck more, so the blade mulches it up. So a real nice deep deck. And again, you got screws, actual screws here, not plastic tabs to kind of keep everything together. Everything is kind of screwed in here. Just a real nice design. You also got this flap here, to help from grass kicking up. And this is rubber, not plastic. Again, what can I say? This mower, it's not cheap, guys, right? We know that. And we know most Makita stuff, you're going to pay a little bit of a premium. But with that premium, you're going to get really well-made tools. And with this lawnmower, again, it's definitely the best built lithium-ion mower that I've used. All right? You can say, oh, the Ego steel deck kills this. I have no idea. I never seen that one. But out of the mowers that I've used, no doubt, they did a hell of a job designing this, and they put in, steel blade, right? Rubber wheels. You got a nice rubber flap here to protect grass, and it'll stripe a little bit. And we'll see how it stripes when we obviously use it here. But nice deep deck. Real nice design, guys. You got two different modes. You got a silent mode. Again, if you want to cut real early, you don't want to wake your neighbors up, stuff like that. So you can start early. Just a really nice designed mower here. But it has to cut, so let's take a look at that. All right, so I'm going to show you how to start this. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to start your new Makita mower. Got this little knob here. Like I said, press up and pull up. You get 4 of these 5 amp hour batteries, guys, okay? Now, that deal is not going to go on forever, so you might only get 2. But you could put any Makita battery in here, from the 1.5 amp hour all the way up to the 6 amp hour battery. Any Makita battery will fit in here. You hear it till it clicks, you're good to go. Your key goes right in here. Just push it in till you hear it click. You're good to go. Close the hatch till you hear it click. Locked in. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to start the mower and the mower's different modes. All right, you got an on-off button up top, you got your silent mode, and you got your battery indicator. That's going to tell you how much life is left in your batteries, battery number 1 and battery number 2. To turn the mower on, you're going to hit the on button and hit this red button by the bail, and it starts right up. Your silent mode, guys, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between silent mode and normal mode unless you're cutting grass. What silent mode basically is it will not ramp up its RPMs. It'll stay at a steady RPM. It won't go any higher, won't go any lower. It'll stay at one basic RPM. So if you're going through bigger grass, you won't hear that RPM boost. So to start the mower, you press the on button, like I said, hit this red button, and here you go. All right, this mower features the one-handed deck adjustment system. A lot of lithium-ion mowers have this now. DeWalt has this. This is a real nice feature of this mower. One hand raises it up or down. Again, a lot of gas-powered mowers, you got to go to each wheel to raise the deck. One issue with this mower, though, guys, the max cutting height of this mower is 2 13/16. So people who live in real hot areas where they don't get much rain, you know, cutting your lawn at that height kind of leaves you open for some problems, you know, burning of your grass and stuff like that. So really got to think about buying this mower if you're in one of those areas.
Really tall. All right, we're going to do it in 2 different modes. We're going to do it in mulch mode, then we'll do it in bagging. I got huge dandelion. You know, I want to push this mower because if it can cut this, it's going to be able to cut your lawn. All right. You know, a lot of weeds, a lot of dandelion, a lot of clover, and then we're going to go over to a different section where it's a little bit better. But let's see how it does with this mix type of grass, weed, clover. Is no joke. Take a look at that. And I don't know if you heard it also, you heard it ramp up when it got into some thicker stuff. You guys don't know how hard it is to cut through dandelion. On a lot of my zero turns, you know, sometimes those don't get cut all the way. This thing cut it like a champ. Very impressed with the cut. Go right up to the mower. You can see when I stopped. And again, this is tall grass, guys. This is 7-8 inch grass. It's very hard to tell from the video, but it brought it down. And I'll be honest with you, setting number 8 looks at probably around 2.5 inches. So I don't know what the highest this cuts at, but we'll talk about that more towards the end there. But it cuts unbelievably. And guys, it's only going to cut better if you bag it too. Remember, you want a better cut, you bag. You get all that debris out of the deck into the bag. You get a much better cut bagging than you do mulching. All right, let's do another strip. I can tell you this thing cuts better than any gas mower that I've ever used, guys. I gotta take this off of here. I cannot believe this cut, guys. Take a look at that. And again, this is cutting very short. The one thing I'm gonna say, like I said, usually, well, obviously with your gas-powered lawnmowers, they usually go from 1.5 to 4. Some go up to maybe 4.5. But a lot of lithium-ion mowers go up to 4 also. I don't know if this is gonna, I don't know if it cuts that high. So, again, this is an amazing cut, guys. And as you heard, it ramps up as soon as it gets into the thicker, deeper stuff. You hear a difference in the sound of the mower. It picks up, the RPMs go up to get through that thicker brush. Again, some of this stuff is, you know, a foot tall. I'll do another stripe, but actually I got deeper stuff too. All right, so again, I hope you can see this. Super impressed, guys.
All right, see how it cuts.
Right down down to nothing, guys. And again, this stuff, you know, it looks like it's easy, man. It's hard to cut. Took it down like nothing. All right, we're gonna go to some stuff over here. I'm gonna raise the deck all the way up to 10, because that's the only, I mean, that thing cuts really short. That's the only issue. Let's bring it up to 10. And I'm not gonna, obviously, but I'm gonna do my whole yard, and I'm gonna see if 2 5 amp hour batteries can do a 80 by 140 lot. Okay, now again, I have a bounce house, I got a driveway, I got a house, so you know, it's your normal 80 by 140 lot with a house, a driveway, and some stuff for the kids. All right, but I want you to get this: 2 full strips. One hand operation. Cut with Let's take a look at that strip, guys. All right, that's on setting number 10. As you can see here, this was a great actual cut, because you could see the dandelions on how they kind of separated here. Maybe I should have did this in 4K, but this mower can cut, guys. There's not much more I could say about that. The run time, that's what we're going to check, but I want to do 1 or 2 swipes with the bag also. All right, but hopefully you guys can see this. Right through it, guys. And again, guys, your run time is going to be based on how tall your grass is. If you're just taking off 1 inch or 2, you're going to get much better run time than taking off, you know, 5, 6, 7 inches that I'm doing, you know, cutting through dandelion, weeds, clover, stuff like that. All right, we're going to put the bag on, and we're going to see how that cuts with the bag. And then we got her over here too. Blackberry. All right, so I'm going to show you how to put the bag on. You got this really big bag too, guys. Like I said, I'll add in the description, and you'll see it across the video. I'm going to put all the specs on this mower. Very large bag here. Obviously, I showed you how to do it, but again, super simple. You lift up. This is your mulch plug. Press down. Pull out. Boom. This is all left over from the mulching. I mean, look how fine that mulches that up, guys. I mean, that is incredible. That is some small, let me see all the different clover and weeds. But, all right, obviously you just got these 2 knobs on your flap. Hook it right onto that right there. That's it, let go. Just like any other mower. All right, we're gonna do 2 strips, and I'll show you how fine these clippings are inside the bag. Maybe we'll cut in silent mode. Let's cut in silent mode too. All right, let's do this in silent mode and see how she does. All right, you got that on button. Press the guy whispering. You don't hear that ramp up. That's the one thing too. All right, you didn't hear any ramping up with it on silent mode, so that's probably the big difference. When there's no grass, you don't really hear too much of a difference, like I said. So I want to take that back. There's definitely, you know, a selling point with that silent mode. You just don't hear that ramping up. Let's take a look. I did a full stripe in silent mode, and it looks exactly the same as it did mulching and in high mode. But remember, you probably want to bag if you're doing it in silent mode. Remember, you get a little bit better cut bagging than mulching.
So, you know, totally up to you. Again, is it a big deal? No. But you probably would want to get, if you're going to do it in silent mode, probably try bagging first. See how it goes. Guys, this is not going to be the only video. I'm going to be bringing this mower out on the jobs with me onto my lawn accounts. We're going to be testing her. I'll probably have 4 or 5 videos on this thing. But real quick, let's see what the clippings look like. Again, this was in silent mode. And guys, I'm sorry these videos are long, but I don't want to leave anything out. All right, open up the flap, unhook it. Wow, there's a lot of room left in there. So one stripe, I mean, this is how fine it mulches, guys. I mean, that's around 60 feet that I just cut. And look how fine these are. Again, that was in silent mode, all right? It probably would have mulched a little bit better in high mode. We're gonna do a stripe in high mode and see if there's any difference in the clippings. All right, we'll be able to tell because they'll be on top. All right, let's put this back on. All right, let's put her back on high mode over here. We'll take it off silent. All right, let's do this. I mean, when you use this mower, you're going to end up using one hand. My natural way of moving this mower was with one hand. That's how light and just easy moving mower. All right, let's take a quick peek, see if there's any difference. Maybe it mulched them a little bit better down there. All right, not too much of a difference, guys. But as you heard, once we put it into the high mode, you heard the ramping up. When you have that silent mode, it will not ramp up. But take a look. You can obviously tell the difference. Hopefully you can. But cuts really nice, guys. And like I said, guys, there hasn't really been any, you know, you guys remember that video I did with the Ryobi, right? The 18 volt Ryobi. Now obviously I was pretty disappointed in the construction of that mower. But that mower cut pretty darn good. So these lithium ion mowers can cut, guys. What I do like about this mower too is you can see this mower actually stripes. All right. Again, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you know, you got a little bit of striping action going on. And again, this is a lot of weed, a lot of clover, a lot of dandelion. So, you know, we're gonna do it on some nicer lawns, and hopefully we'll see some better striping out of it. But I mean, guys, if you're in Makita's platform, do not hesitate to get this mower. I'm very impressed. All right, I'm going to do my entire property now. I still got a full charge, obviously. I think one of the deck, you got 2 different modes, rubber wheels. It cuts short, though. All right, so again, I got it at setting 10. All right, this is definitely, you know, something for the commercial guys. If your customers like the grass really short, you know, this is pretty much as high as it cuts. So that's one, you know, I wouldn't say negative, but you know, if they like their, you know, that's the thing, especially in the summer when it gets really hot, when rain starts to not come so often, you know, you don't want your lawn to burn. You know, the shorter you cut your lawn, the easier, you know, it has a chance to start burning up. But, you know, you have to see. But again, real impressed here. The bag is, you know, I did 2 past 120 feet, and you still got a lot of room in this bag. So that's good. You don't have to keep emptying the bag every couple, you know, that's what makes, you know, that 18 volt Ryobi, you know, bagging with that thing, you'd go through like two stripes and you'd have to empty it. Very big bag, and again, it mulches really fine. And again, guys, it's well built. Not the cheapest mower on the market by any imagination, but definitely the best built. And I think feature-wise, again, 2 different settings, steel deck, rubber wheels, you know, great power. You know, you got the Makita name, so you know it's built. Very deep steel deck. What can I say, guys? I think it's awesome. Any comments or questions, let me know. Again, if you're thinking about getting this mower, guys, you get 2 free batteries right now. I don't know how long that's going to last, but obviously you probably want to take advantage of that. I'll have the links from Home Depot, Acme Tools below if you're interested. But, you know, awesome little mower. Stay tuned. I'm going to let you know if I finish. All right, real quick, I want you to see how tall this grass is here. All right, we're looking at 2.5 feet here. All right, very tall, wild grass here. Under the trampoline, we got some weed, we got some clover. Again, 2 feet. Oh, this one looks like it's around 3 feet right here. All right, so we're gonna see how this, if you can see that, we'll see how it can cut this deep, thick brush. Go ahead. Here, ramp up. And then it gets real quiet. All right, go over that big one right there. Try to get that area. I want to leave some. Actually, don't leave that. All right, guys. So you could see where she didn't cut, where she did cut. I mean, cut it right down. Again, cuts really short, even at setting number 10. But as you could see, real thick, tall grass here. And where she cut, it took it right down. All right, I don't even see too many stragglers. This one might have just got pushed down, but you got one here. But I mean, thing cuts really well. I hope you can see this. You know, it's really hard gauging the cut quality through a cell phone camera here. But as you could see, guys, cuts real nice. It can cut your tall grass, your thick grass. And remember, if you're not going to let your grass get this crazy. So like I said, if it can cut this, it's going to be able to do your lawn. You know, I let it get like this for these videos. All right, I let it get this crazy because to take 2 inches off, it's not really going to show what it can do. To take 3 inches off, yeah, that's nice. But I'm gonna have videos with it doing that. All right, but what I want to try to get out here is that if it can cut this type of grass, weed, clover, dandelion, it's going to be able to cut your nice, well-maintained lawn. Obviously, runtime is going to be the main issue, but if you get it right now, you're getting 4 batteries, guys. So you have no problems with just switching the batteries out. All right, and again, any Makita battery you can use. All right, you got 2 3s, you'll be able to cut. All right, so we're gonna see how much we can do with 2 5s. Let's see if we can get this property done. Again, here's the back. You guys know the front. Got to do all up here, all around here. And again, this is tall grass. So, all right, we'll catch you, let you know. right, guys, I just finished the property, my property. It's dead now. I was able to do everything except one little strip up there. But guys, I really can't tell you the runtime. Now, before I say go into my little analysis on this, the DeWalt 40 volt and their 20 volt I'm able to do my whole property with both of those mowers. So I could do it with this mower also. But I did the cut with this mower. I'm just trying to grasp what I'm trying to say. The amount and the height of grass that I cut with this mower, and I was still able to finish my property with 5 amp hour batteries. You know, that's the big thing. And another big thing is is the cut height of this mower. You know, I cut, you know, the DeWalt, I cut it at 3.5 inches. I pretty much cut it at its max height. Might even be higher than that, the DeWalt. Might be like 3.75. But this only cuts to 2 inches and 13/16. Okay? Now, obviously, I did a couple strips, probably at 2.5 inches. But, you know, that definitely would have helped. If they would have made, you know, the height adjustments a little bit higher, would put less strain on the motor, you know, trying to cut down that low. But again, the cut of this mower is absolutely the best out of probably any mower I've ever had. And that is including gas. All right. You know, they did a hell of a job with this mower, guys. If you're looking for a pure tool platform, OPE. Okay, so you want, you know, your OPE platform to not only run your outdoor power equipment, but to run your drills, your impacts, your SDS, your nail guns, all that stuff. This is definitely one to consider. That being said, and probably this is probably one of the best built lithium ion mowers out there. All right, you know, there's certain features to this mower. You know, again, I'm going to compare it to the DeWalt. To the Ryobi mowers. You know, you can compare it to the Ego mowers too, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. But, you know, compared to the DeWalt mower, you know, you don't have that silent mode, right? You don't have the rubber wheels. You know, it's just a little bit better constructed mower, all right? Again, you have metal blades in both of them. The bagging system on this mower, it bags awesome, guys. But so does the DeWalt, you know. It's a great mower. But again, this is for the person, again, who wants exactly what I said. They want their OPE and their power tools to be the same, or someone who's looking for a commercial grade lithium ion mower for whatever reason. You know, they want to, you know, switch, they want to try it out. There's not a better constructed lithium ion mower out there, in my opinion, than this mower. That being said, for the residential homeowner, all right, it's a little bit harder to recommend this mower, all right, only because, you know, the price, number one. You got an 18-inch cut, okay, not too big of a deal. But again, you can kind of get into some self-propelled lithium ion mowers for not only the same price, talking Ego, about the same price with the Ego, but you got that Ryobi that is a self-propelled for about $125 cheaper. All right. But that being said, again, if you're a Makita fan, you're gonna love this mower, guys. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna bring this out on the jobs next week. We're gonna do much better maintained properties that actually I've been maintaining for the last month. I let my grass get like this for these videos, all right? So, you know, I didn't cut it for a reason. I wanted to put this through the toughest I could, the toughest cutting applications that I could. It cut tremendously well. I can't say enough. This almost looks like a normal yard. Again, a lot of weeds and dandelion and clover. You know, it's something you should consider. All right, And if you're gonna consider it, you really got to think about right now, guys, because you get those 2 free batteries. So you really don't have to worry about runtime at all if you get it kind of now, only because obviously you can swap batteries, right? You got 2 on the charger, 2 in your mower. When the batteries are dead in your mower, take them off the charger that are fresh, put them in your mower. Take your old batteries, put them on the charger. You're good to go. Yeah, so it's definitely something to consider. You know, I'll put it like this to make a long story short. It's probably the best. It's the best lithium ion mower that I've ever used. All right, now I've used Ryobi's. I got an Ego self-propelled. I got the DeWalt. Okay, it's probably my favorite, but it might not be the most economic mower for the ordinary homeowner. Again, someone who's looking for the best built mower, who money doesn't matter. This is definitely one of the mowers you should consider. Again, if you want to be in that OPE and tool platform, or if you're just a killer, all your stuff's Makita, you're gonna love this mower, guys. But again, if you're trying to start a new kind of platform, as you know, and it's not only this mower, a lot of Makita stuff. But then again, guys, they really don't gear their tools for, you know, DIY, right? They gear a lot of it for the trades. So, you know, that's obviously something to consider with Makita. But they hit a home run with this mower. Milwaukee's gonna have their work cut out cut wise. Now again, I would love to see Makita come out with a, you know, a little bit bigger battery. Obviously there's plenty of room in here to go bigger. And again, they do have 6 amp hour batteries also, guys. You know, they're very hard to kind of get, but not that hard. You can find them and get them, but that'll definitely help the runtime also. But you know, 80 by 140, you know, just about a quarter of an acre you should be able to do with this mower. But then again, I did it with the DeWalt also. So, and I know everyone complains about the runtime in that mower. 40 volt, I have a 6.0, and with the DeWalt, I had 2 5s in there. But remember, the grass was nowhere near as long as this. All right, so I think that, you know, I don't want to speculate, because someone will come out, oh yeah, the DeWalt actually beat the Makita in runtime. So we're going to do videos on the runtime, guys. But then again, if you have a quarter of an acre, you have nothing to worry about with this mower. You'll be able to cut your entire property with 2 5s that come with it. Okay? Peace.